What's going on, guys? Alex Chris Martin here. Today I'm going to come at you with a little bit different style video, like I always try to do, keep you on your toes. I'm going to be talking about Gnosis, Singularity, if that would, let's make that the focus. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how my camera works. So what Gnosis is it's a pre-workout that's by Omar Isuf. He's either like the co-creator or he's heavily involved or something along those lines. Anyways, that is how I kind of like heard about this pre-workout, and he's someone I definitely trust. All the information he puts out is totally reliable, aka Omar Surf Clam or whatever that joke is. So I've used this pre-workout twice now and I'm honestly in love. It's phenomenal stuff. They really cut out all the crap. Every single thing that's in the pre-workout has a purpose, has some kind of scientific backed research to it. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into this pre-workout, why I like it, why I think you should definitely give it a try, and so let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the ingredients here. So on the front of the bottle, the container, the whatever you wanna call it, it says all the big things, all the ones you really wanna know. And so it starts with 5 grams of creatine. So obviously creatine monohydrate. Talked about this before. I have a video on this. Go check that video out if you ain't seen it yet. But we've talked about creatine before. We know that creatine is literally the best supplement on the market, the best proven, most reliable, gives you the best results, and is the cheapest. And then just to expand a little bit, it's synthetic of something that's naturally made in your body, so it's not like you're putting some weird foreign chemical. Next up, we got 200 milligrams of caffeine. For anyone not super familiar with that, that's like 2 to 3 cups of coffee, like 1 Monster. I think this is about how much most pre-workouts have. It's like right around 200, somewhere between like 150 and 350. And just kind of as a little comparison for you, C4, a really popular pre-workout that I know a lot of people use. That one has, depending on the kind you get, anywhere between 135 milligrams per scoop to 150. It says this one here has 200, but I've never even heard of that one, so we're gonna ignore that one. But so just kind of give you a base reference. So it's a little bit higher on the caffeine end, definitely really helps get you hyped up a little bit. So next up we got 8 grams of citrulline malate. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read an excerpt from examine.com, which is a super awesome website that you can really trust for any kind of information you need. They got like supplements, they got different dietary stuff. Anyways, super awesome website, I definitely go check it out. But I'm gonna read to you guys an excerpt. So verbatim. L-citrulline is used as a sports performance and cardiovascular health supplement. L-citrulline supplementation results in reduced fatigue and improved endurance for both aerobic and anaerobic prolonged exercise. There's not enough evidence to support the claim that L-citrulline supplementation improves power output during exercise. This is gonna help you last longer. It's not necessarily gonna push you harder or help you lift more weight, just gonna help you go for a little bit longer. In the grand scheme of things, if volume is the main goal or just whatever length of workout, whatever you're trying to do, if this helps you add a couple reps or it helps you get an extra set, even if it's not an entire set, or if it helps you even just a little bit, it's definitely worth it. And then finally, that's advertised on the front of the bottle, we got 4 grams of beta-alanine, which is just the stuff that's gonna make you feel a little tingly pre-workout and get you kind of hyped up and ready. I'm someone who really prefers that. I know it's really not for everyone, but it really kind of gets me in the zone, gets me kind of in that like animal instinct, like let's go, let's rip this, let's get it. So I'm a big fan of beta-alanine, but this 4 grams here I think is where I would cap it off. I think that's literally a perfect amount because my first day taking this, so I haven't actually used a pre-workout in a very long time. I think it's been like over 1.5 years, and that one that I did was very light. It was literally like 100 grams of caffeine, like it was pretty much nothing compared to this guy. And so with the 4 grams of beta-alanine, dude, I was feeling a tingling kind of in my face a little bit, in my hands, my feet. Wasn't super overwhelming though, it was a cool feeling. It's kind of like your typical gym bro pre-workout feel. So that's all the stuff on the front of the bottle. On the back, I'm gonna read these to you and try to sound as scientific as possible. Sodium bicarbonate, it says in parentheses to reduce acidity. Stevia, so a natural sweetener, which by the way is not gonna cause cancer. Natural flavors, grape juice powder, and that in parentheses just says for color because it ends up like a pinkish, purple, whatever you wanna call it. So guys, that's what's actually in the bottle. Now let's talk about the actual workouts I've gotten using it. And let me tell you, man, it's something. I'm someone who went from not using pre-workout or just drinking like coffee or a Monster or something like that. So someone who went from just a caffeine to some of this extra stuff in here. And man, this thing is gnarly. I really like that it's so simple. I know exactly what I'm putting into my body. And I know that these are all things I can trust and look up. And you know, there's literally what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients. And one of them is for color and one is stevia, which is in like practically every low calorie beverage or non-calorie beverage. But it did really get me hyped up. And the thing I think I definitely noticed the citrulline malate the most because I felt like I could work out longer. I didn't really feel so fatigued and exhausted near the beginning, or like 9 times out of 10, I go balls to the wall on my first lift. And while that's great and all, it's kind of hard for me to really push myself afterwards because I focused so much on that main lift. But with this guy, I've really noticed on those past 2 workouts that I tried it on, that I was kind of able to exert a little bit more for a little bit longer. I felt okay, you know, continuing with my workout. So I thought that was really kind of a cool effect. It tastes great, doesn't make me want to puke like a lot of pre-workouts do. This is definitely something that I would recommend to you guys. Anyways, that's my review. I'm not gonna give any like kind of number on it. I'm not gonna do anything like that, but it's definitely something that I would recommend. There's gonna be a link in my description where you can pick it up. It's not like a sponsor video or anything like that. I think Omar Asoff is like the biggest fitness channel subscribed to on YouTube, and I have 150 subs, so I don't blame him for not sponsoring me. But like always, I'm just trying to bring you guys some good knowledge, something that you can kind of incorporate to your own training. This is definitely a pre-workout that I trust, definitely would absolutely give a try. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you do try the pre-workout, come back to the video and let me know what you think of it. Shoot me a message or a social media, whatever. I'm Alex Chris Martin, and I'm gonna see you in the gym.